I found out about through him. It's vast. Visual audio sensory theater. They had like some couple of albums like in the early 2000s, I seem to think.
I think the guy who formed it was named John Crosby. Interesting stuff. Some of his albums were better than others, and I think he had a follow-up release like in the late 2000s, but it wasn't nearly as visceral as his earlier stuff. Interesting. Also music in there from 21 Pilots and also Oasis back there called Wonderwall, and also music from the Silver Sun Pickups, Royal We. Lots of good stuff tonight. A couple of reception reports crept in, saying hello to Russell in upstate New York, listening to us on an AirSpy HF Plus. Stay safe from the Rona, and thanks for the opportunity to catch your broadcast. Thanks for tuning in. Good to hear from you. Also, let's see, Mark tuned in from Massachusetts, making the trip, using an MLA 30. Buy it, he says. Excellent. Thanks for tuning in. Also, Jay in Wisconsin. Great to hear you tonight. S9 Plus on both frequencies. Keep it going. We'll do our best, sir. XFM, music to the power of X. If you too would like to get in touch with us, it's pretty easy to do. Point an email to xfmshortwave@gmail.com. That's xfmshortwave@gmail.com. Also welcoming your posts on the HF Underground, the Free Radio Cafe, and the Free Radio Network tonight. Speaking of the HFU, if I cruise on over there, we'll see who else has checked in. Saying hello to Skipmog. He's out there. Yes, indeed. You did hear some Flesh for Fantasy from Billy Idol. Yes. Excellent. Also, Korg checking in as well from Florida. Been a long time since I've heard from you. Thanks for tuning in. Also, looks like people are kind of keeping up with the music, but there's a lot of stuff out there to keep track of tonight. There's like 5 stations on the air right now. Actually, if you include us, probably 6 or 7. It's just insane. Yeah, it's one of those interesting nights where you'd swear it was Halloween, but it's not. It's just an average night under the stars, and people are bored and looking for something to do. And we're doing our best to keep you amused and entertained somewhere under the stars. I, of course, am your DJ Red Hat, spinning the tunes for you on XFM, and special thanks to Radio Illuminati and Mix Radio International tonight, bringing this program to whichever corner of the World Wide Web you happen to call home on XFM. And another email crept in. Indeed. Well, the direction of the show is going to rapidly start taking an interesting shift, and we're going to kind of start moving into some of the easier stuff. Just because it's getting to that time of the night. Got to start wrapping up the carpet on this radio station. Thank you so much for being out there and for your requests. Saying hello to Jim from Minnesota tonight. Listening on a Grundig 700. Great program. Thanks for tuning in. Good to hear from you. Kind of keeping this classic rock kind of feel going, if you will. This one goes back to their album Rumors from 1977. It's one of my favorite records from the era. From the artist Fleetwood Mac, of course. The name of the track is called The Chain. Sounds really good in Sequam stereo, which we hope to be on the air with soon. One of these days, when I actually get off my ass and build an exciter. Until then, you'll have to listen to it in mono via our friends Mix Radio International and Radio Illuminati tonight. Saying hello to Steve on email.